Hello. How's like, where's the camera? Everything's mixed around for the hardware setup. As you know, it's usually a software setup. Adam is coming to us from Olivia, Minnesota, which I feel like I shouldn't have said because that's like a small enough place to where you could go find Adam right now in Olivia, Minnesota. But Minnesota can definitely get very, very rural. It's also very, like, most of the state, when we think of Minnesota, we think of like lakes and eagles diving down and getting fish out of them, and mostly it's just a lot of fields and wind turbines from my experiences. Like, I'm thinking of the south half of the state, which is can be. So I didn't fart. My chair is now. I can't replicate it. You ever do that? You ever like squeak your? There we go. I replicated it. See, not a fart. That's the worst when you squeak your shoe or something. It sounds like a fart. And you're like, no, I'll do it again, and then you can't do it. And you're framed for a crime that you didn't commit. Corn country. There you go. Corn horizon. Is the corn high yet? Is it high corn? That like not long ago, I was driving kind of somewhere. I don't even remember where we were, but my partner was like, "Is that corn?" And there's just like some corn in a field. It was like a small little field of corn, and I was just like, "What?" And I totally forgot that, like, if you're not from the Midwest, you just don't live in corn. You know, like in Chicago, you have like this massive metropolis, and then corn happens. Either water or corn, pretty much. Like, we would, like, whenever there was whenever like Perseids would happen, and we'd go out to look at the sky so we could actually see meteor showers. We'd just drive until we got to corn, and then we'd be like, all right, I guess this is far enough. Really, 15 feet corn. Crossbreeding cannabis and corn. That sounds, I don't know. I've, some small town, a college town in Minnesota, coming back from Winnipeg, going from Winnipeg to Chicago. I feel like my normal YouTube channel, like when I just run out of shit to talk about, it's just gonna be telling stories, like telling tour stories. But I won't get completely into it. But I think it was the drunkest I've ever been in my life. Like, it was very unpleasant, very bad, like, not feeling well for days after that. And I didn't have any fun. But yeah. Washington, yeah, I could see that. Eastern Washington. Although, yeah, like, just that sort of like volcanic fields of grass and black rock under it. Everywhere I go, I like to just start digging. That's how I know there's black rock under it. No. Well, so Winnipeg strongly reminds you of Venetian snares, and that's funny because I was in Winnipeg to hang out with Venetian snares, and I played a show where he opened for me because he was a Winnipeg local and I was not. And so if at any point you decide to get into breakcore or any sort of hardcore music, don't ever let Venetian snares open for you, because he'll play and then you'll just be like, well, I don't know what the fuck I'm gonna do now. Like that, you can't really increase the height of his music in a live setting. So yeah. But anyway, we'll save that for when I turn 60 and just start telling old stories. Maybe I'll also just be, bad enough at it to where I'll tell the same stories and upload videos, and you'll be like, oh, I already heard this. But you'll watch it anyway to be polite. Basically, I'll just become your grandpa. Yeah, so, hey, by the way, look at this thing. Or I guess I'll start it like loop hop. Hey. Or did he say hey? He says hi. Hi. Today we are looking at, I can't impersonate loop hop, and I'm kind of upset about it. I mean, it's not that I can't ethically, like I have no problem impersonating, but I can't physically do it. I don't know why. Anyway, which is kind of funny, because if I didn't have this, here today, this entire stream probably would have just fallen into me roasting Behringer because they recently just lied to him or lied about him on their Facebook, like in a really demeaning way. And I even commented on it, and I can't find my comment. And they're just like deleting anything that disagrees with them. And great company. But I suppose me talking about Behringer is what they would want anyway in a stream like this. So yeah, they basically said that he won't review Behringer gear because he's not getting it for free, which is, or because he's not getting paid or he's not getting for free. They also said that Lupop and Dr. Mix won't review gear unless they're getting it for free. And I can tell you with absolute certainty that that is false. I don't know if Dr. Mix has gotten paid, but he doesn't. It's not a requirement for him to do something. Like, they're just lying because nobody will cover their gear in the space except for a couple of YouTubers that are friendly with the brand, who I am almost certain they send free gear to, or retailers send them free gear. These people aren't paying for, or they're making presets and they're being paid in free gear, or they're actually beta testing the product and getting paid in free gear, which is shitty. Like, you should pay people to beta test your stuff. Makes sense. Yeah, so they're just full of shit. Anyway. Right. Like the whole argument's dumb anyway. Like, it's getting paid to do something like I didn't pay for this, FYI. It's not paid promotion though. Like, I was very clear with them. I was like, yeah, I don't think I'm going to make a video on it just because I can't really tell a story with it yet, or I don't know anything, but might show up in future videos. It's fun to play with on a stream. My viewers will probably be curious to explore it with me, and here we are. I'm a shill, right? But that's the reason I'm not doing it with Behringer. Because I couldn't get one for free. Lord knows I can't afford their gear. Anyway, I like how the preset's name is Hopeless. Like, I bet Bo Beats made that one. I know he made some presets on here. So check it out. Ooh, can we actually load an empty preset? That would be cool. Nice. That's my favorite thing. So from my quick understanding, I'm going to try and get this microphone to actually boom in my direction. Okay. Or shotgun in my direction. So we have mono. How's the volume? Good. Okay. We have legato. And then we have paraphonic, which means that we could do this. Oh, no, we can't if we're syncing. We need to turn all the oscillators up. Oscillator 1 level, oscillator 2 level, oscillator 3 level. Okay. Now, a lot of times when I see a synth that's paraphonic, I'm like, oh, I wish it was polyphonic. Obviously, there's a lot more circuitry involved, but paraphonic really allows you to make, like, a 3-voice paraphonic actually allows you to do some really interesting things. Like, obviously, it's all going through the same VCAs and stuff, but it's going through the same circuitry here, but it just allowed, like, that sort of making you work with 3 tones in that way can, like I feel like modern Aphex Twin music and stuff like that, a lot of those weird melodies that you hear that you wouldn't really think to do it with a plugin, but you would do it, like, if you were, limited by something like a paraphonic synth. Anyway, yeah. When I played with the CS80, I really felt like I had met someone. I'm going to move this window over here. You can't see it, but I just want to see the chat. Yeah, when I played with the CS80, I felt that'd be funny to try and make a CS80 sound on this. When I played with the CS80, I felt like I had, like, my best way of describing it is that I felt like I met a celebrity that I had looked up to my entire life, and they were a complete asshole to me. Like, it wasn't terrible, but it was just like, oh. And I realized that the Polybrute is literally like the CS80, what I imagine the CS80 to be like. Like, the Polybrute scratches the itch, and the CS80 was just like this gigantic, clunky, hot, noisy machine that didn't really behave that well, that sounded great, I guess, if you were to put it through reverb and like have headphones on and not be anywhere near it. But it was basically an organ. Hey, let's play with this. So we have a sequencer, which is fun. I wonder if, I don't think it has a metronome, or does it? Let's just keep playing with sound. So we're gonna go through the oscillators first. I'm just doing what I would do, like, if somebody sent me a synth that wasn't released yet. Open up the filters. You could hear some of the other ones. Let me make sure that these are all the way down. They do bleed a bit. But we are in paraphonic mode. Now, I did hear a few complaints about that just through the mill today as all the YouTubers did their thing. Sounds much better. That there was some bleeding, so let's see. Yep, there is a little bit. Not a terrible amount. It's not horrible. I will tell you one thing that happened that I always feel is one thing that happened that I always feel is bad. Well, I mean, not bad about the gear, but just bad in general. Is this can be USB-C powered, which I didn't even realize. And for this stream, I had plugged it in because I was like, oh, maybe I want to sequence it with FL Studio or something like that. Totally forgetting that the latency issues would be a huge nightmare on a stream, but. Yeah, so I did that, and oh my God, was it noisy. But that's just the deal. Like, that's not this. That's the, the cheap Amazon USB hub, and then the microcontroller that's controlling the USB hub, which is, connected directly to a CPU, which is also connected to a cable to a gigantic fucking monitor that's sharing a circuit with, none of the stuff's made for audio. So it reminds me of the KeyStep Pro. I remember that was micro USB, if anybody, and they ended up selling a splitter to where if you wanted to plug it into your computer, you could also have power at the same time, and that got rid of the noise. It was like a noise shield. And I think for I think I found ones that worked for like $7 before, just like Amazon, like, USB power. But anyway, if you want to power this via USB, if you plan on doing that, it did come with the power cable. And to me right now, like, I'll look at my VUs. Yeah, I don't even see anything on the VUs, and it's turned up. So it's really quiet. But yeah, in general, if you're powering something with USB, you need to have it split, and you need that power to come straight from your wall. Words. This is only like my 43rd year speaking English, so I guess to be fair, like 40th, because I didn't speak 41st. I don't know when I started speaking. My mom's usually here. Mom, when did I start talking? Do you use USB isolators on gear you have connected to both USB and audio? I don't seem to need to. I do now. Now my other room over there, that room that is very bright back there. That's my green screen room. Has like 15 lights. Everything I plug into that room is noisy. Like, it is the worst place to be demoing audio gear, but what are you going to do? You know, I'd love to own a sound stage, but that's as good as I could get it. In here, it's on a separate power grid. It's on, so it's not a floating, but it is on a separate power. So it's not a separate power grid, but it has a separate box, and that box is connected. Like, it doesn't go through the terminal with everything else now. So when the air conditioner kicks on, you don't get that little hum over all the audio gear and stuff like that. So I don't have to in here. In there, sometimes I do. To answer your question, that was a very long answer to a very simple question, wasn't it? All right, let's build a nice wave. Let's build a nice oscillator with mixing these. Let's get squarey. I like the filter, I really do. Woo! Okay, so one thing I want to know immediately, so I guess this will be my last step, right? So if I have the sequencer, maybe I have to do this. So let's press record. Okay. Now this, I believe that this has parameter locking. So let's see if I could tune this a little. Oh, nice. It does work. Oof. That's pretty rad. And then we have accent, which is nice, right? Yeah. Tie, I think that would be glide, right? So if I were to add... Any questions? I don't know if it's going to be the 303 killer. Oh, hey, Bill. How you doing? Yeah. How you doing? All right, let's sync everything. Ooh, wow. So I guess we could sync all this stuff. This isn't even paraphonic mode, right? Yeah, we're in mono. So oh, we gotta hear the reverb, of course. Can't do anything without hearing the reverb first. Whoa! I know what algorithm this is. This is a plate algorithm. I'm not gonna say it. I don't know if they want it as their trade secret or something, but I know this algorithm. I'll give a hint. Yeah, it's noisy too. It's a great algorithm. It's a Japanese algorithm. Right now, the IK developers are going, oh, he foiled us again. He got us. Yeah. But I think there's multiple reverb modes. Let's see. Are there? Yeah, type. Look at that. We got a plate and we got a shimmer. Huh. The Hall algorithm is also a plate algorithm, but they're both plates, but one sounds more Hall-y than the other. I could be wrong. I could be completely wrong. And then shimmer. Wow. Nice. That's cool. I dig that. I wonder, do we have to press this 3 times every time to get to? Maybe. Sorry. I love that. It's so funny. This just disables all effects, right? Yeah. Oh, I see. I could do this. Oh, there we go. I just got to go back. Maybe not. There we go. Filter, pitch 1. Cool. This is batshit insane. I love it. What? This is legitimately like so bizarre and like they didn't have to do this. Oh, it's so nasty. Oh. I don't know why I dig that so much. It's like weird robotic cowboy reverb. That is so bizarre. Sorry, I'm getting such a kick out of this reverb. Or this isn't reverb. What I don't even know what you would want to call this. I mean, I guess we could diffuse it and then turn the size up. There's like a butterfly over my head somewhere. What? Ooh, you know, I wonder if we could modulate this part by matrixing it to an LFO. This is a true test of how good the UI is, if I could figure this out without having to look it up. Source? What? No, sorry, that's not a source. The source would be the LFO. So source would be LFO1. Got it. Destination. Size. Not applicable. Maybe not then. Okay. We can only do amount. Boo-hoo. All right. That would have been a weird sounding thing, but anyway, okay. Well, at least I figured out how to do that, and then amount would just, all right, cool. Yeah, this thank you, Adam. I love discovering stuff like this. Like, I love not just diving in blind. Sometimes it's a disaster, as I'm sure you've seen on previous streams. But yeah, that's so much better than like being prepared and being like, check out this cool thing I made as an expert. And instead you're just like, all right, let's be absolutely batshit crazy. Okay, you know what? Let's start over. Okay, so let's make up reset. Yeah, there we go. Baseline. What is that? Okay, so it does turn it into a 303. That's kind of bizarre. Yeah. Yeah, okay. I feel like the four-pole filter. That's actually really difficult to say. I want everybody to try and say that. Four-pole filter. Yeah, okay. But that sounds more realistic. Weirdly, usually two-pole does it. Oh, haha, this is the accent decay. Now what's this? The filter attack? I mean, you're not gonna be fooling anyone. So again, I think so let's use some accents. Some ties. There we go. Interesting. Well, that's fun. It's funny that it has like a 303 mode. Just, yeah, press the 303 button. Yeah, all right, yeah, I see Mr. Bill here asking about the distro. Let's test it. I mean, you know, a real 303 doesn't have distortion, but... And all of my acid stuff, I always use a square wave. Almost always. Oh, weird. I mean, who would have thought that it would have a baseline mode? I think we even have randomize. All right. That's interesting. Yeah, it's okay. It's all right. It's a decent 3. I would not buy this for the sake of a 303. The best 303 clone is the I can't think of it. I gotta look at. I can't just say something like that and then not give you an answer. God, I've had it on so many videos too. Is it the TT3? No, that's the... Yeah, okay, the Cyclone Beta. I just didn't want to accidentally say the wrong one. The Cyclone analogic BassBot TT303 Make 2. That is, yeah, is it Cyclonics? No, yeah, Cyclone Analogic. Yeah, that one, I don't like the XO Xbox at all, actually. That one I think is one of the worst ones, oddly. But that's also like a self-built one. Like everybody has to like build it themselves. So all the ones I've heard, they could have been like built poorly or used some, but yeah, it's I'll link to it in the chat, just so you know what I'm talking about. Yeah, this one is the premium best one that I've heard. In terms of like, you know, also it's a little bit, it's not easy to use, but it's not as hard as a 303 to use. This is incredibly easy compared to a 303. Like if you've never used a 303 before and just want that sound, you'll probably get it faster out of this than you will anywhere else, but it just won't be perfect. But yeah, it's a good one. And I have quite a few. I have the Roland ones and stuff, but I had the Behringer one. I gave that one away. I didn't think it was terrible, but it just, the interface didn't really do anything for me. Okay, let's go back to presets. Let's get some insane stuff going here. See how far we could take this. Yeah, I'll load the sequence too, because there's nothing in it. All right. So, I mean, I guess let's bring up the level of these oscillators. Let's try to get some vibrato on it. So our source can be LFO1, and our destination can be the tuning. And the amount. Oh, that's easy. Wow, okay. I did it backwards as a sort of try and make a subharmonicon now. I didn't realize you could do that. All right, let's start this over. Can we do an overall tuning, I wonder? pretty big. Oh wow, so we could turn sync off. That's good. I want to see how far we could get. 700 milliseconds. Type. Ooh, LCR. Okay. Sync off. Time left. Ah, so it's gonna have us on that. That's fine. Ping pong. And stereo doubler. Okay. Whoa, okay. Now we got the time way up. Now that we're just doing it all through. Can we bring the feedback beyond 80? No, that's not. Bummer. All right. Now we should have. Wish it had 100% delay. That'd be nice. Can't win them all. Okay, wait a minute. We could turn the VCA off. Right? Weird. Like, I've just forgotten that this has a sequencer. This is too much fun. Yeah, maybe I should just play with the actual sequencer and do what it's supposed to do. Whew. Later, Bill. Have a good one. Enjoy your food stream break over your food stream break. Anyway, so we got somewhat to a CS 80, which is nice. I'm gonna have myself a little drink break. And then I'm gonna have to pee, and y'all are gonna be like, "You should have not drank. Now you gotta pee." And I'm gonna be like, "I'll drink what I want, Mom." So this costs what? Five hundos? You could tell I'm not an influencer when I don't know how much it costs. You can tell I'm bad of an influencer when I'm like, I have no idea how you even buy this fucking thing. Is it out yet? Yeah, 500. Dope. What do we think? What do we think? 1 to 10. Put a rating in the comments. Or in the, not the comments, the chat. Or if you're from the future, if you're watching this tomorrow, put a rating in the comments. But if you're in the chat, your rating will be much more, yeah. 10, really? Wow, cool. 1 to 10 rating. I'm going to put mine in the chat just to play. $500? Yeah, man. I'm going 8. 8's good for me. Yeah. Yeah, we got 8s all around. Jungle Pickle with the 7.9052. Okay, one thing we can do with the red screen. I did make it a little bit brighter than normal, than it ships with, and that's just because of the stream. I wanted it to light up a bit more. But yeah, the screen can be, let's see. Oh, there's a metronome. Okay. Yeah. The screen can be totally chilled out. I just have it super bright because I'm one of those like gaming PC people, you know? Just kidding. Weird. I swear I heard some like signal noise. Well, I bet it's because the delay finally. Yeah, all right. You could transpose the keyboard. A pitch wheel, all right. I don't know what the hell word that would be. Knob. Absolute. Relative. Pickup. Okay, that's good to know. Audio in. Mode. On. Volume. I don't hear no damn metronome. I could just look in the instructions and figure out how to hear it. Yeah. Wow, we got 8s all the way around. Do I like it as a 303 style synth? No, not really. I mean, it's okay. It's fine. If I had, it's funny because I was initially going to use a TR6S with it, and then just realized that I would rather just play with this. And I think that I would have probably stuck around in 303 mode for too long. It's not the best, but, you know. I would say that, like, if, you know, if you're wanting a 303 clone and you want a paraphonic synth like this, I mean, it's kind of funny because, like, here, I'm gonna pitch something to you really fast, all right? Here, I have an idea. I have an idea of what you could do on a plane. Let's play what could we do on a plane. Damn. Look at that. Mix those two things. You got a nice setup. Or the Poly and Play, for example. Or this. Let's be inclusive if you wanted. It's a little dusty, but yeah. You could just trackers all over my house. Yeah, when you think about like having it as a complement to another portable thing, or even I guess like I want to see it next to. Do I have a play near me? They're over there. Let's grab this one. This is a tracker, but yeah, size-wise, right? This is a Polygon tracker. That's pretty nice. That's like, yeah, that's like Starbucks table size. Not bad at all. Yeah. I should probably lower this if I don't want it banging the table anymore. All right. I'm trying to figure out what, I forgot what an SE2 is. I'm looking it up right now. SE2 synth. Oh, the Roland, yeah. Yeah. Yep. 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 How do you like the SEO2? Do we like that thing? I noped out of it. They wanted me to do a thing, and I was nah. But yeah. But yeah. Anyway, let's. I like don't even want to play with the presets. I just want to. I mean, we will before I zone. I would like to check one or two out, but okay. So it makes pretty awesome pads. We know that. Let's actually make a good sequence. So if we put all of these oscillators in sync mode, which I think we can. Well, this one we can't because it's the main one, but wow. So now, ooh. Okay, this just got way cooler. Wow. Bring some noise in. I like how it's self-filtered a bit too. cool. Oh, we could set the velocities too. Nice. Interesting. Makes me wonder what else we could combine in that matrix. Yeah, that is nice though. They could just like blast this. Yeah, I've been playing tons with the Osmos, by the way. Just catching up on questions here. Yeah, I do really like it. I mean, yeah, it's not. There's no. The Osmos is like absolutely changed the way that I interface with things. It's kind of funny because I've been like trying out other DAWs just to see, trying to get around FL Studio's limited MPE support. But the Osmos taught me something very interesting that I didn't know before. That MPE is just like a specific routing of MIDI. That it's not like I thought it was kind of a special, like I thought it's sort of its own thing. But you can, like I made something in Patcher in FL Studio that gives FL Studio MPE support. So it's like, so that's good, I guess, if you have an MPE synth. That means that there's either a workaround or that it wouldn't really be that hard for these other DAWs to add it in their, next versions. But, yeah, anyway. Worth pointing out for anybody who's salty about their DAW not having MPE support. And I do think, props to Bitwig. I think they have the most like natural, immediate MPE support. In terms of just like plugging in an MPE thing. I think Bitwig has it the best. Ableton, not that great. I had some issues with Ableton 11, or 11 point, whatever it's on now. I didn't try Cubase. Reason, no. Although one thing that Reason did do, and don't even ask why I'm using Reason recently. There's a reason, but it's for a future video. The Reason actually detected this Arturia key step 81 make 2 and just routed everything like to each rack plugin, and I was just like, well, that's awesome. I have a lot of issues. I don't like Reason very much, but that's awesome. Yeah, I've not even tried Clap yet. No. I'm excited to though, but I've not even. I mean, whatever. I'm not excited to. I hope it operates as good as VST or better. But yeah, I'm not excited to try it. I'm excited that it's a thing. I hope everything else supports it. I would like the licensing nightmare of Steinberg to end for a lot of developers. Does anyone here use Reason? Like use Reason? Like actually open up Reason and use it as their primary DAW when they're making music? Because I don't. The last person I met, at least the last like full-time musician I met, not to gatekeep that, but when I think about the last full-time, okay, so you do, you know who uses Reason is Luke Vibert, or sorry, I don't know if he still does, but he did. Like that's how I first tried it. Was Luke Vibert told me that he was using it for these really prolific acid albums. Obviously, he was using like a 303 and stuff, but he was using Reason as his DAW. And I was like, wait, what? That's before it even had VST support or anything. And I was just like, wait, Reason? Really? And I tried it, and I was like, okay, this is really cool. This gives me access to all these things that I can't afford, like racks. But now, does an 18-year-old musician dream about racks? Not really. It's yeah, they're getting less and less common. I think it's a very dated interface, but yeah, I hope I need to look more into Reason because I feel like Reason has a place that's a bigger place than it has now, but I feel like they need to just stop making people buy reason to use every single instrument that they make, because that's that's why everybody's like, hey, have you tried this new Reason Rack thing? And I'm just like every year I hear that, and I'm always like, no, because I don't want to subscribe, or I don't want to pay $600 to try a plugin. You know, it's just kind of, but yeah. Anyway, crazy. Yeah, I feel like I would I mean, no offense to anybody using Reason, but I feel like I would probably I would gouge my eyes out if I had to actually program in the piano roll and stuff. Not for me. But again, I have like the FL Studio piano roll love affair that nothing can hit on. But I feel like Cubase is probably the second close up. Oh yeah, student discount, that'd be nice. If you go to the ImageLine forum, some people have actually figured out a workaround that's better than my patch. there's a subforum in there. If you just search like MPE, there are some people who have been making patcher, and then there's also a plugin. I mean, not to get too off topic here, but there's also a plugin that somebody made. It's like a free VST that allows you to, I mean, you have to route it a certain way, but it allows you to use the piano roll pitch bends and stuff in FL Studio with regular VSTs, not with, which I was just like, what? I've been waiting my whole life for this. I hope that gets like crammed into FL Studio in general. But yeah. Yeah, the IL forum there. Yeah. It does sign you out a lot. For some reason, I'm in now. For some reason, if I go to it right now, I'm in. I don't know what I changed, but for some reason, that cookie thing has been better. But yeah. Anyway. Here we go again. I want to try these LFOs. I also know that these envelopes are loopable, I think. Well, yeah, if it says loop, then... Okay. So let's make the sustain. Okay. So we can loop. Oh, nice. And then retrig. So if we have LFO 1 be a saw like that, we turn the rate down, and we have the LFO 1 be the source, we have the decay be the destination. Does that not work? Bummer. Huh. I would really like it to be that. I mean, I guess you could do it with... I guess we could do it with 2 LFOs. Alright. Apparently there's a third envelope. Oh, okay. A secret envelope. Nice to know. That's funny. So the secret... Can the secret envelope be loopable? Yeah, okay. That's weird to unlock an envelope. I dig it. I'm in. Let's make it a... So the source will be the tuning. And the... Nope, sorry. The source will be the secret envelope, and the destination will be the tuning, and the amount will be this much. Right? Envelope 3, okay. Oh, oscillator 3 tune. How about oscillator 1 tune? All right, that's cool. Let's go back to presets. Okay. What oscillator are we on? Just one, and what's the level? Okay. Other oscillators are off. Okay, now we know. So now let's make okay, so the source will be LFO 1. The destination will be filter 2. And the amount can be high. Okay. Okay, now the source can be the LFO rate. Can we do that, please? Please? Sorry, the source will be LFO 2. The destination will be the LFO 1 rate. Okay, and the amount will be high. No syncing. No fading in. Although I do like the fading in part. That's actually good. So again, the source, LFO 2, destination, LFO 1 rate. Can we only do this one time, I wonder? I see, there's different slots. There's different slotskis. Interesting. Wonder how I change slots. Hmm. Building your own modular synth. Nice. That's what I said when I was before I got into modular, especially back in the beginning when, like, 2016, 2015, no, earlier than that, 2014. I remember being like, man, I'm just going to build my own modular synth. I'm not paying these prices, because you're basically doing, and I very quickly just started buying modules. But I hope that you're much more resilient than I was, because I was a wuss. I'm going to figure out how to change slots, I swear. Let's see. Slot changer. Setup. Hold. Oh. That's useful. Oh, there we go. No. Oh, okay. No, not yet. Oh, wait, I saw it. I saw it. I saw it. There we go. Modulation 2. Okay, the source. The source. Take it from the source. What? All right. So are we in modulation 2 now? Please tell me we are. Nah, slot 1. Damn it. Slot 1 source is still going to be LFO 2. We're going to figure this out. And then the slot 1 destination is going to be the LFO 1 rate. And then there. Okay. Now, modulation. Let's go to 3. I don't know. So the source will be the cutoff. Cutoff 2. Am I missing something here? Filter 1, filter 2 cutoff. Okay. And then the destination. No, sorry, that won't be the source. I'm losing it here. The source will be LFO 1. I'm like scared to lose this page. Okay. And then the destination will be filter 2 cutoff. Okay. And the amount will be very, very high. And there will be no fading in. Fading in is for wussies. It's funny because this is what I wanted. It's like, oh, make no mistake, I wanted that sound. Okay. Although I think I wanted it more like this. Okay, now. Yeah, I must not understand what's happening. I must be missing something. So let's try this one more time. LFO. Source will be LFO 2. Destination will be LFO 1 rate. Okay. And the amount will be very high. There we go. There's probably an easier way to do that I am just not grasping. Okay, so wave 2, very slow rate. Wave 1, very fast rate. Ta-da! Very Echo the Dolphin. Yeah, this is just straight line out. Yeah. Hello, Christopher Floyd. I feel like I'm probably using this entirely wrong. Like in comparison to like, yeah. I didn't even open this thing yet. Like, what is this gonna? Yeah, I mean, I think I got the overall. I'm definitely not using the sequencer. Let's use the arpeggiator. All right, back to normal mode. Actually, you know, we should make a little accordion with the paraphonic mode. Actually, we would need to turn the other oscillators up for that. Here we go. It'd be really beautiful. I don't know why I'm so like into making pads with this. Like, it's obviously not the best, well, whatever, maybe it is, who knows, but it, you know, it doesn't seem like a pad synth, does it? It seems so tough and rough. Yeah, there we go. We can hold too, right? Yeah. It's very much turning into an Underworld song. Lucifer. Lucifer. Time, 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 time. Lucifer. Lucifer. Time, time. Buffalo sunroof, corn hash mind with depression. It's so hard to think of like lyrics as random as Underworld's. bet there's like some other arpeggiator stuff we could do, maybe. Maybe? Are there other ARP modes of sorts? Maybe not. Maybe I'm the fool here. Or maybe that's a different ARP mode? Oh, I see what's going on. Oh, okay, cool. What? Weird. I dig it. The swing is a little odd. Yeah. Yeah, okay, I guess that's okay. See ya, computer head. Well, that's the arpeggiator. Not bad. You know, I bet we could source this to tune and amount 100%. Just for anybody who didn't see it, just to verify really fast, just make sure that I got this right. If I wanted to make a sequence, right? And if I want really good song that I'm making here, and it's copyrighted, so don't even think about making your own. All right. Damn, that's so good. Okay, so here, check this out. I think this works like this. There we go. And then if we wanted the reverb blast to be on the first step, we could do this, but otherwise this. Maybe I did that wrong. And that also makes me wonder if we can like record tuning. I'm sorry to keep just going back to empty presets, but I just feel like that's the easiest way to do this. I'm just gonna I'm gonna record. Maybe not. I could have sworn that there was some function where you could record automation. Oh, you know what I totally missed? That's so dumb of me. So the arpeggiator, right? See how fast I could program a synth. Okay. Lovely. So now, random. We did it. Yeah, I mean, damn, huh? $500? That's some shit. I like it. Not some bad shit. That's some good shit. One last thing I wanted to try before checking out the presets. How much time we got? 15 minutes? All right. FM oscillator. I see. So that's ring. Off. Okay, so if we go to oscillator number 2 and bring that up, we have 2 oscillators. Damn, okay. Can we go to 3 operators? That would be crazy. Yes, you can. All right. I want to see if our hidden envelope can the source would be our hidden envelope. Destination would be oscillator 2 level, and the slot amount would be high. It works! Amazing. I mean, it sounds disgusting, but... I mean, that's pretty... Okay, good to know. That's, I mean, obviously it doesn't sound, doesn't sound that pleasurable, but good to know if you, because you could also do this a little bit, which can add a little bit of timbre like that to the sound. Okay, let's listen to some presets. Damn. Crazy. I actually don't want to listen to presets because I may copyright striked, but I mean, this isn't my main channel. That's why I do it here. All right, let's just warm pad. I like the sound of that. Yeah. The new Ford Escort EV. Break the chains of mediocrity. So if I wanted to change this to be like... Nice. A little bit more country sounding. All right. So what do we think? How are we rating it now? I'm ready to go to I'm gonna put it in the chat here. Get ready. Boom. Boom. 8.4 out of 10. Yeah. Yeah. Not bad. Check this out though. One thing, but this again, I just want to just because I have a feeling like there's going to be some YouTube reviews that are not so great. And based on the noise from the USB. So we plug that in already. Got it, right? And then if we unplug the main power source, there you go. Now it's just USB-C powered. Right? It's almost like a cool... So I'm going to turn the volume all the way down and the volume here all the way up. Now if I pressed a button on here with the volume up, it would seriously be the loudest. It would peak everything. So just so you know, this is... I'm experimenting right now. This is USB powered. What happens if we change presets? Okay. This is all noise. I love it. Okay, so how would it change if I did something on my computer? Let's go to an all-white screen. Let's access some files. Open an image. Let's watch a movie. That was actually a... listening to some stems. I'm like, watch a movie, and I played this audio file, and then you probably thought I was watching some dirty movies, but nope. That's some weird... Oh, I think that I was mastering. This is for my compression video from forever ago. See? What? Wow. That is so bizarre. I want to like unlock some secret. Okay, so we hear the oscillators. Alright, let's plug her back in. This might pop. Not too bad. And then if we unplug this, there you go. Now it's almost completely silent again. Now I'm going to turn it down about 20 decibels. There you go. Check this out. One last thing. It does have an audio input. So maybe I'll play some beats through it. Headphone out here. See what that does. There we go. Let's see. I've seriously used this so not often. Just give me a 707, please. Thank you. And how would I clear that pattern? Like this, maybe? Pattern select, clear. Okay. Bink, clear it, please. Cool. All right. So Oh, we're holding down a note. That's right. So these aren't synced via MIDI, by the way. It's so hard to press play at the same time. Crazy. Well, that's fun, I guess. I don't know. Or stupid. My mom comes in now after all the beautiful things we've heard. Now my mom drops in and she's like, "Cool beats." Yeah. Mom, you got to back up when this is over. Mom, I swear I made some good music. I made some good sounds on this thing. This is just bringing in another thing to see if the input works. And it does. So, mystery solved. All right. I think that's about it. Yeah. I got to go prepare for a media interview that I have in like 15 minutes over a teleconference thing. Obviously, I'm not actually going to go to anywhere, but yeah. Thanks for watching, everybody. Hope you enjoyed it. I get $4.99. I give it an 8 point something. Did pretty good. Yeah, I'd like to do some more Egan Matrix exploration. Would this make a good first hardware synth? Yeah, especially if you have a MIDI controller. Yeah, I think because one thing I really like about this, by the way, a quick thing. This has actual MIDI. It has. Oh, by the way, yeah, it has 2 CV gate ins and outs, which is I'm sure useful. Headphone in and out MIDI. Nothing on the front. Yeah, the actual DIN MIDI in and out. You don't have to deal with the 1/8 stuff. That's nice. And I would say one thing I don't like about it, one minor annoyance, is that it's an analog synthesizer, which is good, which is great. We like this. But I don't like this. You can't shut it off. I don't think there's an on-off switch. I think you just have to unplug it and plug it back in. Which, I mean, whatever. When you do plug it back in, it's probably going to calibrate. Which is good, but it's going to take a second. But again, this is good because one thing is like most analog synths, you have to have them on for a minute, otherwise they'll go out of tune. So this does at least calibrate itself. I don't know how long it'll stay in tune. I assume that it stays in tune relatively well, like my Polybrute does. The another analog synth that stayed in tune that was impressive was the Dreadbox. That Poly synth from all the Dreadbox stuff stays in tune relatively well. Yeah, so cool. But yeah, I'm impressed. I'm actually impressed. This is my first IK synth. I've not heard good things about IK synths. I've not heard terrible things either, but I've never been like, I would have not picked this up at Perfect Circuit. I would have beelined it to something else. And I'm glad they sent one over because it's pretty cool. I'll definitely be using it in other things. So yeah, cool. Well, thanks for watching and have a lovely weekend and keep creating.